can move you, it can move you to tears. Beautiful melody that tickles my ears. Don't think of heaven or a god in the sky. My soul will sing forever when I die. Oh, enigmatic entity giving rise to eyes through which I see. Does chaos rule? Does order reign? Depends on whom you choose to blame. Designed it all but was left to chance. Create, destroy with just one glance. Enigmatic entity giving rise to eyes through which I see. I'll walk around a mile in your shoes. If you won't be afraid to lend me yours to use, and hold your tongue before you accuse a friend for cheating if you lose. Enigmatic entity giving rise to eyes through which I see. Does chaos rule? Does order reign? Depends on whom you choose to blame. Designed it all but was left to chance. Create, destroy, just one glance. Oh, enigmatic
entity welcoming you to another episode of CCW Titans, the 4th of season 3. But today is a very special and unique day, because instead of it just being another same old episode of CCW Titans coming to you from the Colossal, we've had a bit of a revamp. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be starting off tonight's action with a handicap contest as we see the Nation taking on the pairing of Ghostmane and Jared Wolf. But here we go, look at the new arena as we see what the Colossal CM's upgrades have been like, and wasn't that all of our champions just there on the back of the stage? Or back of the main hard cap? In any case, let's throw it down to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a 2-on-3 handicap match, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing the competitors first, currently his way down now, being accompanied to the ring by and representing the Black Chapel. Weighing in tonight at 205 pounds, he is the current reigning and defending CCW First Blood Champion, the Sky Demon, Ghostmane. And well, Ghostmane is going to, I guess, inadvertently technically be defending this championship. If anyone can bust him open in this or any match going forwards, he'll lose the championship to them, unless it's a last blood affair, of course. But this match is a unique one because, well, after he got eliminated, Jared Wolf, in last episode's Last Blood match, his manager, Logan Drake, was still at ringside talking to the Black Chapel, and there may be shenanigans afoot. Ladies and gentlemen, now introducing his tag team partner, currently his way down now, weighing in tonight at 219 pounds, being accompanied to the ring by Jaded Logan Drake, and representing Logan Drake Industries Limited, Jared Wolf. Wearing the portfolio mandated glasses and armband is Logan Drake, but perhaps it won't just be Logan Drake. It won't just be the man we'll see in the following contest, the Smash Barnett, as part of Logan Drake Industries Limited. Perhaps the Wheel and Deal and Jaded Logan Drake may have recruited the Black Chapel. Depends on how this match goes, because for those that weren't able to see the last episode of Titans, there was a Last Blood match. It featured Ghostmane. It featured Jared Wolf. It featured Siffy. It also featured the former champion Caleb Adams. But what happened in the match was when it was down to final two, Ghostmane and Siffy. Siffy managed to tap out Ghostmane twice, and rightfully so has been petitioning for a championship shot. And Logan Drake said, how about this? My guy teams with Ghostmane, we take on the Nation. If the Nation can win, Siffy gets his shot. And the Black Chapel washes its hands of Logan Drake. However, if, or rather when, Logan Drake Industries Limited secures the victory, Jared Wolf and Ghostmane, the Black Chapel enters the portfolio of Logan Drake. And perhaps we're about to see a Super Alliance form, but ladies and gentlemen, now introducing their opponents, cornering away down, now weighing in tonight at a total mind weight of 455 pounds, and also another weight, a team of Melissa Blackwell, Siffy, and Veronica Showtime, the Nation. Well, there we go, Siffy, Veronica, and Melissa from left to right. And now from right to left? Yeah. But the Nation here in full force. Veronica Showtime has been managing to deal with both halves of the twin brothers from the swamps of New Zealand. We are, of course, emanating live from the Colossal CM here in Auckland, New Zealand. We're up north. Not quite at the tippity top of the country, but near enough, and certainly the largest population centre, which is how we've managed to afford to get that lovely screen design behind us, or at least behind the ring, as we get underway with this handicap contest. And a reminder that if the Nation wins, then Siffy will be challenging Ghostmane for the First Blood Championship, provided he doesn't get busted open here. And if the odd couple duo of Ghostmane and Jared Wolf win, then perhaps we'll be seeing the Black Chapel falling under the Logan Drake Industries Limited umbrella. And that'll be part of his portfolio, Logan Drake on the outside, as well as Onyx and Severus Crowley, whilst Jared Wolf is on the apron. It's a very scary set of individuals that Logan Drake has been associating with. And of course, we've heard rumours and innuendo about it, but in the next contest we'll be seeing Logan Drake again accompanying Smash Barnett to ringside, as Smash Barnett and the Assassin PS Perch will be going 1-on-1 to determine the #1 contender for the Destin's CCW Openweight Championship, whether that be the Destin's Angus White retaining or the Destin's Buckwheat dethroning the Ambiguous Savage. We'll have to find out later on tonight. Of course, referee Drake Kennedy is your official for this match, and we've got an action-packed 4-championship shot card. There's either a championship on the line or a Logan Drake in a corner. That is tonight's card. And hello, welcome in, Moira. Right now we're having a handicap match where it's 3 of the Nation versus 2 potential allies of the future. If Jared Wolf and Ghostmane can win together, then perhaps the Black Chapel joins Logan Drake's assorted Goons Incorporated. But if and or when the Nation wins, then Siffy will get his First Blood Championship shot on the next Titans. Of course, if you didn't catch last episode, there's Siffy was in a Last Blood match with the First Blood champion, well, then First Blood champion Caleb Adams, Jared Wolf, who's the one with the purpley hair, and Ghostmane, who's the masked man on the apron. And Siffy, with the Scorpion Deathlock, actually managed to tap out Ghostmane twice before Ghostmane eventually busted open the bald one. But now, oh, belly to belly by Melissa, and she's got to look to try and bridge the gap, get to the blue corner. Got a new look arena right now, or new look Colossal CM. That was trying to fight me. greatly, but I think it's worth it. It's a nice thing having the CCW champions all on display. Just have to hope and pray that if and or when the Martial Mayhem gets defended in Artway, that it isn't someone like T-Dog who I can't download who gets it, because otherwise a bit awkward. That pinfall now. Oh, hello Severus Crowley pulling referee Drake Kennedy out of the ring, and that is one of the advantages of just having a small army at ringside. Drake Kennedy telling Severus Crowley you cannot be doing that sort of shit. And oh, driver, but was going to go for the small package. Or at least keep the legs hooked for the pin, but Severus Crowley had Drake Kennedy tied up for too long. And now trying to sweep the legs of Blackwell, but crossface cinched in. Oh, Jared Wolf just kicks her in the side, and now, oh, big forearm. Melissa Blackwell, I thought she was asking Jared Wolf why, but no, Logan Drake is saying stuff outside. I don't know what Logan Drake is saying, but it's probably not important. Nothing Logan Drake says really is. Though I'm sure to get libel. Oh, tag out, here comes Siffy. The one who wants to become the new First Blood champion. Double shoulder tackle. And immediately takes his eyes off Ghostman, and Ghostman tags out, but dropkick now to Jared Wolf. This is... sleeper applied now. Of course, Siffy doesn't have to beat Ghostman to challenge Ghostman. Siffy could beat Jared Wolf. In saying that, Siffy could also just bust open Ghostman in this match and not have to win at all. That'd achieve the same result with him as First Blood champion. Yeah, backstabber into the pin now. 1, 2, kick out by Siffy. Midsection kicked, and uh-oh. Oh god. Oh. And Logan Drake has just cost. We might have a Caleb Adams situation here with Logan Drake. Took the turnbuckle pad off, the top turnbuckle off the red corner. And as such, when Jared Wolf went for the pin, the referee was too busy returning that turnbuckle pad to its rightful place. And now, oh, clear rope break. Kick out though by Siffy. That was, again, our junior official Drake Kennedy getting himself into hot water because missing an obvious rope break. The feet were clearly under that bottom rope, but Drake did not catch it. Now tag here. Oh, I was about to say, here comes the firepower. Here comes Veronica Showtime. Oh, here she is. And she does not look happy. She's glad to be away from the likes of Destin and stagnation for the moment, but oh god, driver immediately just dropping Jared Wolf. And now Veronica was about to go get a weapon, but she remembered no, disqualification is on in this contest. So Luthez press, and on we continue. Oh god, oh, just stomping his knee into the concrete at ringside. Oh, that's right folks, we don't have any pads on the ground. It's part of the new design. It's just brutality, and oh my god, no. Electric chair into Damien 98. Damien 98 on the outside. That could be the end of Jared Wolf right now. She sends him back into the ring. Gonna float over for the pin, but it seems like referee was distracted by the Black Chapel or by Logan Drake. I think Logan Drake, yeah, Logan Drake distracting the ref, and oh, EMP. Ref counts 1, 2, 3. And Moira's uninstalled. 2K25, never mind. Veronica Showtime managing, despite the copious amounts of interference by the Black Chapel and Logan Drake at ringside, managing to get the pin, but Ghostman not looking happy. Can't really tell much in terms of expression from that masked man, but Veronica Showtime pinning Jared Wolf, earning Siffy another shot at the First Blood Championship. Perhaps she'll start building up momentum and working her way back towards the title picture herself. Of course, has had to be fighting against just certain quality of opposition in recent times, and sure she'll be glad to have put down someone else. As we now look through the win-loss records and update at 4-3 now for herself here in CCW this season. I am just quickly going through and they're celebrating their victory now. Jared Wolf is own free. Okay, let me just. Oh, there's Siffy. Hey, you just carried Siffy to his first victory. Bravo. But next up, we have just a standard singles contest. Referee will be Earl David for this one, as we'll see the reappearance of jaded Logan Drake. But this time, he'll be in this man's corner, as Smash Barnett goes up against the former, and I'm hoping that I've removed the championship from him, but the former Intercontinental Champion Pierce Perch. And thoughts on the new Colossal CM? Do we like? With the champions in the background. First Blood, Marsh Openweight, Marsh Mayhem, then World Champ and World Class Tag Champs. Ladies and gentlemen, flying contest is a singles bout scheduled for one ball, and it's to determine the #1 contender for the CCW Openweight Championship. Introducing the competitors first, crowding his way down the aisle, fighting out of the red corner, being accompanied to the ring by Logan Drake, representing Logan Drake Industries Limited, weighing in tonight at 327 pounds. He is the Mad King, Smash Barnett. Smash Barnett looking to replace Destined on the left window in the background. Also looking to get rid of those glasses by any means necessary. He's not been amused about it, but he signed a contract and that was part of it. Let's see if that prevents alive from the Colossal CM Titans, as we see on the little hanging LED board. Getting a better look now at the arena. And oh, referee Earl David gets a little appearance, and here we go, folks. Eventually we'll be ready to fly. Again, showing off new ring apron too. Gotta show off the entire arena when we get a new one here in CCW. It's nice bits of renovation. Makes the Colossal CM feel a bit more intimate. But ladies and gentlemen, now introducing his opponent, currently makes his way down now, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in tonight at 253 pounds, the Assassin, Pierce Perch. The assassin very unamused about losing his championship, but Stuart Filson and now Tyler Walker, I believe, from the top of my head, have managed to, well, do what he could not. And that is be Intercontinental Champion going into this episode of CCW Titans, the 4th of the new season. But he's looking to replace one bit of lost gold with another to become the Openweight Champion. Of course, was part of the Openweight Championship tournament at the beginning of the season, or in the pre-season I should say. Got eliminated in the semi-finals by Fred Gomdrol, so not yet tested against the eventual winner of that tournament, the current champion, who may not be so going into tonight, but I think Smash Barnett is pretty fair similarities, and Pierce Birch was looking to run away there, but it didn't quite work. He got caught, and Smash Barnett not looking to play games. These two men, of course, were temporarily aligned against Arch and May a few weeks back. Of course, they quite handedly won their tag team encounter with Arch and May, and then both men have singles victories over Arch, and oh my god, springing in for the Arch KO. It was that into one more maneuver that won Pierce Birch the match against Arch on the last episode, which has led him to being here. And now knees to the back of the head. Pierce Birch, of course, having beaten both May and Arch as well, Smash Barnett in singles competition. Now, oh, Logan Drake on the outside just went under the apron and has found a kendo stick, but he's elected to not throw it in the ring as the kitchen sink gets thrown at Pierce Birch. Foot was under the ropes and the shoulder is off the mat, so it's a moot point anyway. Oh, big punch. Very big punch there by Smash Barnett. That just choked him on the ground, and Logan Drake a bit more appreciative of his client's efforts this time around, but again that pop-up Arch KO off in the corner, just flying, and he's trying to just wear down Smash Barnett with these high impact moves to the neck. Now, springboard and moonsault again, loves climbing those ropes in quick fashion. 1, 2, not even the 2, God. Gonna now start stomping Smash Barnett sternum first into the mat, and the referee Earl David immediately spotting the turnbuckle being taken off, unlike Great Canary before. And if Pierce Birch was the first blood champion, who would no longer be, it would be Smash Barnett, but they don't mind right now because they're fighting for a shot at the Openweight Championship instead. And oh god, rising knee in the corner. Was taking too long, just taunted away, and the assassin not taking kindly to be bust open. Canadian Destroyer, center of the ring. Pinfall 1. Kick out at 1 again, and Pierce Birch looks shocked. Logan Drake looks very happy, and Smash Barnett looking to pull himself to his feet in the red corner. It's caught that forearm right across the spine now. Hooking the head into the turnbuckle. Chicken Lando's kick. And Logan Drake immediately calling Pierce Birch's attention to him on the outside. Pierce Birch trying to tell him to get lost. Goes to the top rope now. Turn around, Smash Barnett. Oh, went for a dropkick. Smash Barnett just simply walks away. Then gonna start pummeling away right on the cut. Trying to just gore open, I guess, the wound. Just nasty maneuvers being employed. Hank's about to try and just fist going into the face, and the face looking progressively bloodier and bloodier, yet still. Pierce Birch has not got a very easy task ahead of him here. Big bomb, and that could be it. Kick out? Not quite yet, but Pierce Birch is on death row, if anything, for the assassin. Because here comes the tombstone. And the pin, referee's there to count. 1, 2, 3. And unfortunately for Pierce Birch, there was no rope break to save him. His feet weren't underneath the bottom rope. And Earl David was sure to spot that valiant attempt by the assassin, but some men just aren't built to be assassinated. And as such, it will be Smash Barnett, who's going to be challenging for the Openweight Championship in the not overly distant future. Congratulations, Smash Barnett. Ow. Owie owie. Just me throwing things at myself because I pressed the button that I probably shouldn't have pressed. Oh, I know what I did. But in any case, Smash Barnett, you are, I think, yeah, first person to reach 5 victories here in Season 5. Oh, Season 3, excuse me. Colossal Championship Wrestling, he's looking around that Colossal Sam and he's like, that picture on the wall is not going to be that big man for very long. It's going to be me. And that could very well come to pass. Smash Barnett, your winner and the new #1 contender for the Openweight Championship. As we've just figured out one of the contenders, it's now time to figure out who the Marshall Mayhem champion is going to be going forwards, because it is time for the Marshall Mayhem Championship to be defended for the first time by the new Marshall Mayhem champion. That's right, we managed to somehow, some way dethrone T-Dog. Thank fuck for me, because I did not want to play My Rise to Chapter 4 to get the Chosen mask, which is now locked behind a game mode instead of being freely available like it used to be in every game for the last however many years. But in any case, White Tiger did manage to win the #1 contendership tournament for the Marshall Mayhem Championship, and as such will be the first challenger of Deshaun Walker's primetime reign here in CCW and of course over in ATW as well, a joint championship across both companies. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is the first of 4 championship bouts, and it is a Marshall Mayhem match. The rules are as follows. There are no countouts, there are no pinfalls, there is no escape, there is only submission. And, well, here comes the White Tiger. Looks hyped. He looked dangerous throughout that Marshall Mayhem Championship tournament, emerging victorious after beating Paulo Jr. the last man standing, after beating Pearl in a Hell in a Cell, and after winning a Marshall Mayhem Championship contendership match against current ATWE World Champion Andy the A-List. And speaking of the A-List, we send our condolences to Gary Jackson for the injury that he picked up on the last episode of ATWE Live, the 17th of the year. that was a nasty fall he took, and get well soon. We may not like you, but we respect you. And speaking of people we respect, here comes a man that did what many thought was impossible. Managed to defeat T-Dog inside of Martial Mayhem. Of course, it all started when he knocked out T-Dog in the A1 Classic. And, well, it was thrown about the idea that perhaps this could be the beginning of the end of Martial Mayhem Championship reign for the inaugural champion T-Dog, and so it was. Here's the belt now, over the shoulder, and T-Dog walked into the match against Deshaun with 2 championships on his shoulder, but Walker did the nice thing, was like, hey man, let me carry something for you. And he walks away with that there Martial Mayhem Championship. And in terms of Martial Mayhem, we're in the primetime era now. So he holds up the Martial Mayhem Championship, shown around the Colossal Sim. His first appearance here, I believe, in Season 3. Of course, he's a former openweight champion, but that's what they're fighting for. Not the openweight, the Martial Mayhem Championship. Let's throw it down for the ring announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the competitors first. To my right, the challenger, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in tonight, 218 pounds. He is White Tiger. Ladies and gentlemen, to my left, the champion, currently weighing in tonight at 228 pounds, fighting out of the blue corner. He is the reigning and defending Martial Mayhem champion, primetime, Deshaun Walker. Your referee, Minoru Takayama. And, well, there's the aforementioned Minoru Takayama grabbing the championship, showing it to both competitors. And here we go, moments away from seeing that defended for the first time in 2025, and for the first time by someone other than T-Dog. Scrap trap lowered and spinning soul bat. Oh, went for the Inzaguri follow-up, slips through the legs and catches him with it anyway. And now, of course, the rules knockout no longer part of the standard competition. Perhaps if we get up to a 6-person one where there's an elimination chamber involved instead of the standard scrap trap, maybe we'll reinstate the knockout rule then, but right now we see White Tiger off the ropes, choke bomb or spine buster, one of the two. It's a submission immediately. Deshaun Walker saying, you see that ramp? You're going to be going up that, and you're not going to be going up it with the championship. But White Tiger not taken well to the onto the Taunton, and I think he was looking for a springboard of some sorts, but Deshaun Walker just cut him in half with the German suplex instead. And now this pop-up sit-out spine buster, goddamn. Just using the size differential to his advantage. Deadlift, gap wrench. Toss, suplex. Powerbomb adjacent, really, but not quite the same technique as the French Iron Man Hank Allen or his father, Henry. Now, missile dropkick, just turned into White Tiger inside out. White Tiger kipping up to his feet and getting caught with the collar and elbow now. Over the shoulder. Face dropped. The snake eyes off the turnbuckle, and now elbow traps the leg and punching the knee. No knee pads, and Deshaun noticed that and is going to capitalize upon it. Chop, and now in the rope, using it to just wrap the leg around it and just like a fulcrum, just applying a lot of pressure. Now another German. Not just that. Tiger suplex. Now gut wrench. Oh, straight jacket suplex as well, excuse me. Took him to Mo Edge Village. And just drop kicks the side of the head. Now standing moonsault was the attempt, did not quite get it. Now springboard, double springboard, went for the drop kick but just avoided, and now sits out and just punches away at the knee again. Deshaun Walker has a beautiful strategy. Take out the legs from underneath this high flying Lucha Libre specialist, and you don't have to worry about him springing around because he's going to be cut off. And frog splash now. Walker in firm control. He just needs to lock in a submission, and that's could be it. Look for over. Oh god, just punch it away. A sucker punch, really. DDT drives him into the mat, stomps away. Now, oh god, kicks to the arm. This here is a snap suplex. In the neutral corner, gets caught the Meteora. It just sandwiched in against the FTI logo. So yeah, of course, coming to you live from the inside, the revamped Colossal Sam here in Auckland, New Zealand. And now turnabout's fair play. Single leg Boston Crab talked to the inside angle and had to punch out the bad leg, the bad wheel of the White Tiger, and took too long. Going for that elbow drop, and Walker able to reverse or get out the way. Now spear! Cuts him in half and turns him over. Gonna lock in a submission. If I'm Deshaun, I'm going after that leg. Sharpshooter maybe. Figure 4, Indian Deathlock, something else. Texas Cloverleaf. Looking to, blockbuster. The Scrap Trap has just not come into play yet. We're here in our first of 4 championship defenses of the night. Marshall Mayhem Championship on the line. Welcome in there. And oh my god, caught into that knee. Yep, punches. Yep, spear again, cutting the White Tiger in half. And this crowd is very bloodthirsty. Asking for one more time, and I think Deshaun Walker might very well indulge them. Pulling White Tiger to his feet. No, a punch. Just suckering in the crowd. Oh, forearm and big slap. Got chops. Here's a random thing these two men share in common, other than Marshall Mayhem victories in recent contests. Their last match, they were both facing the current HWE World Champion, Andy the A-List. White Tiger defeated Andy to become #1 contender for the Marshall Mayhem Championship inside of the Marshall Mayhem, and now we're going to see the man who just fought him in trios competition. Oh my lord. Double foot stomp. Double foot curb stomp. Leaping off from the back of the head, and I think this is a formality. Yep, there it is. It's tap now. I'm going to keep doing that to you was perhaps the words passed between Deshaun and White Tiger, and well, a successful championship defense. #1 acquired. That is his first match here in Season 3 of Colossal Championship Wrestling. And dear lord, White Tiger, I believe it's his first loss here in the season as well. He was 3-0 beforehand, but goddamn, How's Dreams having a great year so far. That is... We are very much looking forward to see how the next competition goes. And we're fortunate also that the removal squad were the ones that won on the last episode of Titans. Because if it weren't for that, then we may have had to have Andy the A-list step in to replace a man. Yeah, so this is just a reworked, what's the word? No, not 4-on-4, a reworked Lucha Underground arena, and, well, Lucha Underground had certain stars, 10 of them in the background, but I decided just to have the champions. So there'll be a dynamic set piece that will change whenever a championship is changing hands, whether here or in AWE. But right now, it will be just because, actually no, they'll switch places in the render, so... And they'll be facing off against... yes. I am... There's my mouse. Okay, I did turn off my mouse. How did I do that? I don't know, but my posture, I got a new chair earlier this year, so it's relatively good. It's got a nice neck rest on the top. But thank you for the reminder to make sure that I'm not a slouchy bean. Need a guess. We're about to see Tag Team Gold defended. We also technically saw the First Blood Championship. It could have changed hands, but it didn't. So every single champion on their window had the risk of losing their championships tonight, but so far we're 2 for 2. Let's see if we can make it 4 for 4 or 3 for 3, depending on which way you look at it, as the removal squad make their way down the aisle. They're a bit peeved to learn that they're in a red corner rather than the blue, but they've got to win the championships if they want that. And I'm not doing the proper introductions just in case. Our friend Mike Hamilton. Actually no, mine's Greg Rome. I've got Greg Rome, you've got Mike Hamilton. There we go. And Greg Rome, Colossal Coliseum, Rome. I mean, it just works. I do love just how the renders look mid-match. Like, the whole effect does kind of get a bit jank when you... what's the word? When you zoom out in the entrances. But, yeah, it looks great. And match and... yeah. But here, out of cold, they set sail to ATWE as part of a showcase, and in a very underwhelming affair, successfully defended against Direction X and 5 Point. But now they've got ATWE's favourite removal squad and mine, and Rodway Anthony Gatto challenging. Ladies and gentlemen, the contest is a tag team bout scheduled for one fall, and it's for the CCW World Class Tag Team Championship. Introducing the competitors first, to my right, the challengers, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in tonight at 457 pounds, Adam Rodway, Anthony Gatto, the Removal Squad. Okay, I guess he's still doing the introductions of, we know they want to be in the blue corner, the Removal Squad. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, now to my left, the champions. Fighting out of the blue corner, weighing into that combined weight of 448 pounds, the current reigning and defending CCW World Class Tag Team Champions, the Black Hat, Azrael Black, the Captain, Jet Lazara, the Cole, your referee, Drake Kennedy. Drake Kennedy, Jake Henry depends. We've not actually asked him how he wants it to be said, but we got some ATWE faithful in the audience here, and they are in the red corner. Supporting removal squad. Oh, stepping up into the insecurity to start us off and just dropping the black hat. I forgot to change the hair link for Adam Broadway. He wears a prosthetic wig whilst he's here in New Zealand. It's a customs thing, a passport issue. Customs wouldn't let him in if he didn't have the long hair, so he's wearing a wig. He needs to get his passport photo updated. It's the most ridiculous. But knee lift and then hooking him in the back of the head with a kick, and now here comes one of the just flyest wrestlers you ever see, just dipped up, dodging, weaving all over the show, and now springboard roll through, gets caught with the pin. Oh my god. But Anthony Gasso well scouted. Reversal into the pin, one, kick out. Now Anthony Gatto obviously did some scouting while Santa Broadway was finding a wig that was convincing. Gatto had set out the groundwork trying to figure out what was Jet Lazaro's strategy, and running in with that senton. And oh god, big cross body. Just a plethora of evasive maneuvers and aerial offense by Jet Lazaro is part of the formula for how the Cole have won and earned their way to the championship match, and won then defended those championships. Black Hat a bit more grounded in his offense, but he's an agile individual too. Of course, only 448 pounds between the two of them. Only 80 pounds more, and you get Angus. 80 pounds less, excuse me, and you get Angus Wyatt. So it's not a large amount of mass between those two men. But big forearm into the pin now. Kick out immediately. Adam Broadway trying to just put down this pirate. Of course, the king does not want to see a pirate. Hits the cutter. Ezra Black just instinctually grabbing the rope, and now, Cloverleaf, perhaps, or maybe Texas Deathlock trying to reach for the ropes, and Jake Henry was looking at it, and he got the hand to the rope, so Adam Broadway had to let go, but rope break was properly enforced by Drake for once, and Azrael Black went for a springboard, but Adam Broadway cut him off and bust him open. That's the second time someone's been busted open tonight, and none of them were Ghost Main, so he's retained his first Black Championship for the evening. But the Black Hat has got some blood pouring out from underneath that bandana, and you see how gingerly he's getting to his feet. That was not something he was prepared for, and Adam Broadway just punching him so hard he tumbles to the outside. Had to get back onto the apron. Gets caught the elbow, and now Crucifix, roll through Crucifix, roll through Crucifix, roll through Crucifix, pin. Referee could have been counted one, but he was not on the mat, so Adam Broadway kicks out. Turns him around, and he turns him around again. Copycat adjacent maneuver there. Now, perhaps a bit of a rivalry formed between the Cole and Tactown Outlaws, of mutual respect and appreciation between these two championship holding teams. Copycat-like move by the captain. shouting out Jeffrey, and perhaps Azrael Black will bust out something that Marshall Ahim might be proud of. He ducks down, leapfrog, pop up, kick, oh knee, excuse me, that's the kick to the back of the head. That's a dangerous combination. On the ropes. Oh, chop. And now inside the ropes. Just pulling the knee. The good knee, relatively speaking. Not the one that Ace Valor viciously targeted all those years ago. Now, hooking the leg. 1, 2, kick out. So far we haven't necessarily seen the gas pedal be slammed on, but running sit-out powerbomb. And now, I said gas pedal not stepped on. Here comes Jet Lazaro to shut me up, I suppose. The captain in. Springboard drop kick. And you saw Adam Rodway at the corner of his eye, saw Jet Lazaro run into the ropes. So steps back down to a knee. Threw off Jet Lazaro just enough to sprint away, hit a springboard of his own. Now that submission, foot got on the ropes and ref called it. Rope break. And oh god, figure 4, hello. We mentioned what Ace Valor did all those years ago, and it kind of culminated in this, and well, Azrael Black refusing to let that happen to his captain, and Rodway, goes the punch, Azrael Black, but Drake Henry gets in the way, catches a stray. Oh my god. Up to the top rope goes Anthony Gatto. Oh my god. Double foot stop. 1, 2, 3. And it was a slow count. You could see he did not look happy about it, but Drake Henry went for a slow count. That gets him in some hot water with the removal squad, but that foot stomp. The thud as he collided. Perhaps the liver or kidney, something on the internals, the intestines of the captain were not ready for that. But yeah, you see Rodway and Gato both had a great game plan, scouting on point. And even though the ref counted slow because of Rodway's just thrown punch that he got in the way of, might have to have a word with Drake Canary about that. And despite the slow count, ladies and gentlemen, your new CCW World Class Tag Team Champions, the Removal Squad. And, oh my god. Championship gold, second time this year for Rodway. First time for Gato, but goodness me, I need to update. Removal Squad. That is not necessarily a shock because Removal Squad are a very dangerous team, but it's a new era of sorts now. Here in CCW as we update the spreadsheet, and you can hear the lovely clickety clacks. Second match here in CCW for Anthony Gato. Second match this season for Rodway. He was, of course, part of the festivities last season, back in 2K19, Season 2. But now we go from quite the interesting just scout job. Excuse me, wrong arena. This one. Interesting scouting by the Removal Squad. They perfectly countered a lot of the strategy of the Nicole. Let's see how the scout job goes here because, well, these two men, not too distantly in the past, already had this match. I forgot to set the belt. Okay, I need to put a title online. Yeah, we've already seen these two men fighting in the past. It's why Buckwheat is dressed the way he is, donning the teal and black, the green and black, yeah, green and black. That's why he's part of the Destined, but things have been on the up since he's joined Destined for Buckwheat. Let's see if that luck holds true tonight. As he faces off against his new leader, the ambiguous savage Angus Wyatt, for Wyatt's CCW Openweight Championship. Different championship in the balance for this match than last time, a different championship around the waist of Angus Wyatt than last time. But ladies and gentlemen, my God, this is a singles bout scheduled for one fall, and is for the CCW Openweight Championship. And of course, well, the joyful thing here is, even though both men are part of the Destined, Angus pulling rank, he's saying, I know it's going to be you and Hank challenging for the ATWE tag team titles in the not too distant future for Destined's rematch clause. And I know that you're also part of Destined, but they're my corner men, not yours. He's pulled rank here in the Destined, and Buckwheat gonna have to fight uphill here. Let's see if he can change the result of the last time these two fought. See if it will be more like the tag team match that they had in the preview tag. As we get the blinding lights here in the Colossal Sim. Looking down at the Openweight Championship, and he's pointing, here's my guys. Fuller Jr. on the left, Hank Allen on the right. Angus Wyatt obviously leading the way, the championship around his waist. It's been nice having those windows whilst they lasted. Let's see if we'll have to update just one or two of the windows. Because Sean Walker successfully defended the Marshall Mayhem, and Ghost Main didn't inadvertently lose the First Blood Championship from being busted open. Let's see if Angus Wyatt can. Hey, stick around for the main event, Moira. There's someone from Stagnation challenging for a championship. But, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the competitors. First, to my right, a challenger. Fighting out of the red corner, weighing in tonight at 230 pounds, representing Destin, Buckwheat. Ladies and gentlemen, now to my left, the champion, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Destin, weighing in tonight at 369 pounds, he is the current reigning and defending CCW Openweight Champion, the ambiguous savage, Angus Wyatt. Oh, she managed to get out of it earlier today in the proceedings. It was the Nation versus Ghost Main and Jared Wolf. But that there is the championship. Your referee, Earl David. That's also your referee. But we're underway. You see Buckwheat just staring across the ring. Angus Wyatt having a quick word to their teammates at ringside. And oh, just a waist lock. Almost impressive that he managed to lock it in, but perhaps unsurprising that the snap mirror into the seated chin lock. Just a nice, clean, technical start. Oh my god, digging in with his heels. Couldn't hold his bridge up for very long, but that had got to hurt if you're buckwheat. It's got to stink a bit too. Goddamn, 369 pounds on Angus White, 136 to the good. No, 139 to the good, excuse me, of buckwheat, and just kind of wrenching away at the shoulder. Trying to see if he can't dislocate his young protege. Lariat now. And oh, that was a stinger shot up the spine. You can see him clutching at the neck. Now stomping the inside of the thigh, and Hank Allen, he's vicious. Hank Allen and Paulo Jr. have something wrong with them. Like, obviously, Paulo Jr. is an escaped convict, and we saw the brutality he laid upon Paulo Sr. in season 6, but the last wee while, Hank Allen's violence has been ramping up, and Paulo Jr. stomping buckwheat. Of course, Earl David gonna be hesitant to disqualify Angus White for that, because buckwheat would be very aggrieved if he lost the match, or lost the championship opportunity because of a disqualification from one of his teammates, even if he did technically win the contest. Count of 5, and well, the Cole did successfully defend their championships over an ATWE, so they do have a rematch clause. We'll see if Angus White can earn himself one here. Count of 8, and he's back into the ring. And Earl David just looked at Angus and said no. Just no. Just like I'm not disqualifying you for Paulo stomping buckwheat, I'm not letting you get a count out to defend your championship. You're gonna have to do this the proper way, Wyatt. And oh, kick. Galore. Spinning soul, but just staggering Angus. He's on the ropes. Now just a punch to the gut. Irish whip. Oh, reverses it. Springs up. Hurricanrana. And still on his feet though. Oh, went for the thrust kick to the knee. Angus avoids, but kicks at the knee anyway. Turns him around. Oh my god. The drop kick. Angus falling down onto the second rope. Earl David did well to recover as quick as he did, but he got squashed. Oh my. Now, if there's going to be a slow count in this match, I do not blame Earl David. Drake Canaria's slow count last contest was a bit exaggerated, I'd speak. One. Kick out now. One. And that is just the hazard pay you get. It's part of the reason we give hazard pay to our refs is just happenstance like that, where I can tell you for sure Buckwheat wasn't intending for David to go down, but when Angus White is blindly stumbling towards the ropes after being drop kicked and back, well, it's not shocking if the ref's in the wrong place. He gets mowed down. Oh my god, pop him up! Broken reality, I believe. 1, 2, kick out by Buckwheat. Oh my god. It was broken reality, excuse me. Broken reality is the other maneuver. Ambiguous savagery. Confused myself at all times. I won't be confused about what move this is. The school bus is arriving. I've taught you a valuable lesson, Buckwheat, but I've not taught you enough to beat me. Kiss to the forehead. Final journey. That could be it. That should be it. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, Buckwheat. You've reached your destination. And, well, still a lot to be taught by Angus White, but it's part of the reason that Angus wanted him to be part. Part of the reason he wanted him to be part. Yeah, it is a contributing factor as to why Angus White was gunning to have Buckwheat inside the destined. He's the second man to be at 5 victories this season. He's 5-1 here in CCW Season 3, as is his #1 contender, Smash Barnett. But, ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and still CCW Openweight Champion, Angus Wyatt. Just giving some words of advice, and even old David's like, hey man, if you got a young boy, your own guy, do it backstage, don't do it out here. You don't need to be rude. And okay, he's apologizing. Sorry. My bad. My bad, man. Buckwheat just kinda has to take his licks here. That's his first defeat this season here in CCW for Buckwheat, but Angus Wyatt successfully defends the championship. Now we go on to your main event of the evening. Do I have one set up? I don't have one set up, so we will just do it this way. Rope break. Yay. Your main event of the evening about to be underway for the CCW World Heavyweight Championship. As Stagnation's Kayla, after defeating Veronica Showtime, a 2 out of 3 falls Hell in the Cell last time out, gets a shot, and after earning a rematch clause definitively against who was the first challenger? Excuse me, Jesus Diaz. Well, there's no doubt that Joseph Anarchy deserves another shot at this championship that he held for so long. But the new champion, Blake Bishop. No, we're not putting the Revolution Championship on the line. We should double check before we go. He did defend. Good. Putting the World Heavyweight Championship on the line, but I do love that it always tries to do Anarchy's championship. And this is a thing you have to be curious about. That little thumbnail kind of alluded to it, but Stagnation have been getting into good books of Anarchy all season long. They've done him favors, the Revolution Championship, when he first won it. Sotelo could have easily taken him down, but ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is your main event of the evening, and is a triple threat bout scheduled for one fall, 2D, and it is for the CCW World Heavyweight Championship. Well, it was for the Revolution Championship, the first one to be crowned, and Sotelo could have easily knocked Anarchy off of the top, but he chose not to. And as such, Anarchy won. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the competitors first, the challengers. Currently making their way down the aisle, being accompanied to the ring by and representing Stagnation, weighing in tonight at 110 pounds, Kayla. So one does have to wonder, will Stagnation elect to not become championship holders again? Of course, none of them holding gold right now. Of course, one of the most dominant champions, and I have to say one of now because he's been matched by his Valor, but one of the most dominant champions in ATWE this year is Sotelo with the Hardcore Championship. Kirai was the ATWE World Champion, and Fred yet to get the ball rolling. Same with Kayla, but Stagnation goldless right now. Kayla could forfeit that to try and help Joseph Anarchy out here. And hello again, Nave. How you doing? Supporter of the Stagnation, obviously. Got the orange in the chat. And here comes not the champion, a champion, but not the champion. Ladies and gentlemen, now introducing the second challenger, currently making his way down the aisle. Weighing in tonight at 215 pounds, he's the current reigning and defending ATWE Revolution Champion, Joseph Anarchy. ATW Revolution Championship proudly held by Anarchy, and he's looking to keep building the defensives. He's in it for the long haul. Gonna try and eventually challenge for the ATW World Championship with the belt, you would have to assume. He's not far off earning himself the right to challenge for something else, I believe, the Intercontinental. Someone just heckled him in the crowd, and stagnation here in force. Caleb Adams will be accompanying Blake Bishop. Joseph Anarchy, kind of a man on an island by himself. Unless the speculation about stagnation's Anarchy recruitment drive more truthful than someone like to believe. Ladies and gentlemen, now introducing the third and final competitor, climbing his way down the aisle, being accompanied to the ring by Caleb Adams. Weighing in tonight at 228 pounds is the current reigning and defending CCW World Heavyweight Champion, Blake Bishop. And well, got the crab strap around his waist. I don't know why, I just like the words crab strap. This is a brown belt. Well, the strap is brown, the crab strap. But the black and green looking to be the champion coming out of this event, obviously, so has to defend it tonight. Will he be able to do so? We're gonna find out momentarily. Kirai giving him some on the outside, giving him some shit talking. That's a historical thing we have to know, folks. Blake Bishop was for a long time a loyal member of the Valor Club, but he got gaslit out of it courtesy of Fred Gondorol. So stagnation in him, not the greatest of friends. Stagnation trying to extend an olive branch to Joseph Anarchy this year. And you see, look at this, immediately, you saw it in the body language, Kayla not going, even thinking about, oh, Joseph Anarchy doesn't care though. I was about to say Kayla not even thinking of going after Anarchy, but Anarchy does not exchange that same courtesy, or extend the same courtesy towards her, and just immediately leveling, and oh, elbow drop to Kayla, springboard, drop kick, springboard, enziguri, nobody. 3-time world champion, King of the Ring winner, 2-time Elimination Chamber winner, bleeds every single bloody match he's in. So he's not the best champion. So his manager has been it. Oh, kick to the midsection of Kayla, off the ropes now. Tilt whirl, breaker, Anarchy, neck breaker. Minoru Takayama gonna have his hands full with this one. Oh god, German, release. Flipping Bishop inside out, Kayla now. Roll through. I thought she was going for something else. Oh, kick right to the hip. How? Sense. Oh, was trying to set up a tag team maneuver there with Anarchy, but Anarchy just has no love for stagnation, it would seem. And Kirai trying to shout, so Sotelo trying to win over Anarchy, saying, hey man, they've slammed back into the mat, and Kayla, springboard, and the Gurney. Again, notice this, going after Blake, refusing to go after Anarchy. The cult of stagnation trying to lure Anarchy in, but Joseph has no part of it. Gut wrench. Shoulder breaker, no. Gut wrench into the neck breaker, and Adams sliding in. The kendo stick for Bishop. Kick to the midsection, just clobbering blow. Oh, rolls through. Lariat. Oh, ducks the lariat. Pulls him out of the way. Keeps him up to stop Bishop's springboard from really doing a lot of damage, and now giving him a hug. No, he's decided, you know what, Blake, perhaps you want to join the Black and Orange. Double suplex, but no, Blake has no interest in. Oh, Harriet dropping Gala into the bin. Mean Mike with the bin. 1, 2, kick out. This is just high pace, high octane. Oh, forearm off the ripcord, and now Anarchy on the apron. Springboard, frog splash, and the expression on Stagnation's face collectively is just unamused, especially knee right to both of them. Drop kick to Kayla. Stagnation were all friendly towards Anarchy at the start of the match, but since he's chosen gold over friendship, even if that alliance could have guaranteed him the championship, he's been semi-honorable this year thus far. Anarchy now, oh god, Anarchy went for the pile driver, perhaps lariat though, Bishop putting him down, and wouldn't that be quite the fit? A Bishop in Stagnation is a relatively cult-like faction. Oh, just choking him out on the apron, and oh, springboard lariat. Of course, pinfall now, one. Oh, stomps the back of the head of Kayla, and I keep picking up that kendo stick that Adams introduced, and now, cracking her on the skull, cracking him, and now, oh my god. If you didn't know any better, you'd think Stagnation were just managers for Anarchy with the way they're aligned on the red corner. And oh, Anarchy on the top rope, but I think Kayla just climbed the apron. Oh god, just slapping him. Springboard, moonsault kick. Oh, just taking them both out and into the pin now. Red, 1, 2, kick out by the champion. And Kayla now. Uh-oh, no. Oh, I thought that. Spinning soul butt. Oh god, Anarch knee. The Anarch knee just out of nowhere really kicked it. Oh, super kick. Straight jacket. Oh, spiking him. Your main event is going dangerously, and a steel chair now brought in by Taylor, and oh, she's gonna swing. Oh, cracked him in the skull. Down goes the Revolution champion. Here comes the World Heavyweight champion. Kick. Caught him in the midsection. Oh, Key on the mass driver! And Key on the outside, ecstatic about it. But Anarchy breaking the pin immediately, says hell no. Gets turned around for some Kayla-fication. Center of the ring, referee would have been ready to count the pin, but Kayla saw Blake Bishop to his feet and elbow to the asshole, and Kayla's stick broken on the cheeks of Joseph Anarchy. God damn, this is a violent affair here in the new Colossal Seam, and the turnbuckle pad removed in the neutral corner by Key, and the pad 1, 2, kick out by Bishop. That could have been it. Shimoto could have gotten Kayla the win and a world championship. Off the ropes now, Anarchy. Oh, terrible leapfrog. Sprung into it and went for another springboard, but cut off at the pass. Fireman's carry. Snake Eyes on the blue turnbuckle. And now, oh my god, inside out, driven in. Stops away the corner, Blake. Look at now to send him flying the alley-oop into the pin. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. Alley-oop onto the steel chair, and Kayla gets to her feet, and she looks unamused. And Anarchy right there, and Kayla is quite pissed off. She earns a championship shot by defeating Veronica Showtime 3 times in total, 2 times at the Hell in a Cell on the last Titans, and only for it to slip away, not by any fault of her own, because Blake Bishop once again defeating Joseph Anarchy. Then there is going to be hell to pay if your name is Anarchy, because Stagnation this entire year has been extending the olive branch, trying to bring Anarchy into the fold. For Stagnation said you'd look great, you look amazing as is in the red and black. How about if you don the orange and black? But Anarchy had none of it. Gets wiped out here by Bishop kicks out of the pin, but the alley-oop in the corner, and you see right onto that steel chair, and that's enough for Anarchy to be wiped out. Keno versus Driver, the alley-oop bomb in the corner, and ladies and gentlemen, your winner, and still CCW men's, women's, everybody's world heavyweight champion, Blake Bishop. Well, I've been me, you've been you. This has been the updated CCW Colossal 44th episode, the 3rd season. Titans has come to a close. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you whenever we next see you here in the Colossal Seum.
Nice you keep it calm.
Helps if I mute my mic and not the music.
Keep it calm.
But thanks for watching, everyone.